The game's on right now. Jamie Jones against Zhou Yulong. Anthony McGill will take on Zhao Guodong. The winner of that plays Kyron Wilson in the last 32 tomorrow. It's Higgins against Higginson. And, of course, centre stage, Ronnie O'Sullivan against her Guoqiang.
Yep, no problem.
There's always an extra level of anticipation when O'Sullivan takes to the table.
Ready when you are, guys. Thank you. It's the first frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
The referee is Marcel Eckhart, and my co-commentator is someone whose name is on the World Championship trophy, just as Ronnie O'Sullivan's is. Joe Johnson.
Good evening, Phil. Good evening, everybody. Well, the records say they haven't played before, but they have played in the Championship League, and won that one 3-0. Doesn't count because it wasn't a ranking event, but he knows he can play. Ronnie knows he can play. And with shots like that, wow, what a shot that was, opening shot.
Dare I say it, even though he's wearing one, the gloves are off.
Just a little bit of shorter pace for comfort. Every confidence he will pop this, even though it's difficult. Yeah, good shot. Didn't just pot it either. Went into the cluster. There's no fear there.
8.
Most people would have just dropped that one in. Yep, another good pot. Awkward queuing.
9.
I'll say this early.
The codes say they haven't played before, but they have played in the that one through. It wasn't play. Ronnie knows it. And which what that was opening.
Dare I say it, the gloves are off.
Just shorter pace. See, we'll pop this. Difficult. Good shot. Didn't just pop. Went into the cluster. There's no fear there.
8.
Most people that one in. Another good pot.
9.
I'll say that so I'm not accused of Heinz. Guoqiang, but a very good player. He already is. I mean,
oh, he's overdone that one by a long way.
20.
he's not an attack at all costs merchant. He does have a reasonably balanced game, but when opportunities arise, he doesn't shirk the challenge.
Well, that was a premature end to a nice little break there.
20.
Started with a great long red, opening long red, but it should have been more, and he knows it. Close to both pockets.
Now, is that a sign of things to come, playing that shot left-handed? He played an awful lot of snooker left-handed at the recent Saudi Arabia Snooker Masters. Yeah, again, opting for the opposite hand.
Another good pot, another good long red.
1.
Yeah, just overhit that one,
3.
and it's going to be very difficult to get to a colour from this red. Would have liked that cue ball to have stopped at least a couple of feet shorter than where it has. Well, just tried to make sure of the red, but it was a risky shot to play for 1 point.
Guoqiang. 4.
Electing to play off the reds, opening the reds up.
He's very self-assured, Guoqiang. This is his second season as a pro. When he joined the tour last year, he was off and running pretty much straight away. He got to the last 16 of this event, beating the likes of Ryan Day and Hossein Vafai, and then he made the quarterfinals of the British Open.
Well, that's a mistake. Well, shouts have come on Ronnie, but he's got an easy red to start with, but not easy to get to a colour.
Well, Joe, from what we've seen so far, this might be a left-handed experience this evening.
Well, it's quite amazing, isn't it, Phil, that he can elect to play a match left-handed. Gave it every chance to drop in, and Vic, a bit unfortunate, and he's not on the red, but had to put everything into the black.
8.
So just a safety.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8.
Guoqiang from Leiying in the Hunan province, 24 years of age.
Well, there is a red to the left corner, but It's very dangerous to take on. Well, didn't really get anywhere near the pot, and that was a very fortunate kiss for Ronnie O'Sullivan.
This is just a fact. He's the best there's ever been right-handed. He's very good left-handed, but not as good left as he is right.
A let-off. So this is a real chance now for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Never easy. Cue ball close to the cushion, firing across the nap.
1. Six. Seven.
Interesting, the pressure shot he played right-handed.
14. 15.
Yeah, well spotted, Phil.
What a preposterous talent, though, Joe. The very
22.
fact he's playing in a world ranking event against last season's Rookie of the Year, and he's playing the overwhelming majority of shots
23.
from the opposite side, as it were.
Well, I'm about to say, Phil, it's incredible, really. And the control that he's displaying.
30.
Left-handed, getting the cue ball exactly where he wants it. May have to switch. Awkward cueing, left-handed.
31.
Well, this time just a little out of position.
38. 39.
But no problem.
It's almost unfair.
45.
So much talent.
Well, that is surprising. He's playing a delicate little screw shot. He caught the pink here, as you can see. Played to miss it. But certainly a let-off for Guoqiang. Oh, very fortunate to push the green safe and to get the red safe. Kind of like a double whammy, that one. Could so easily have left the red on.
Yeah, for the second time in this frame, O'Sullivan missing a red by distance and being really lucky.
And once again, a little fortunate to have covered this red. Another mistake. And this time he has left a chance at a red to the right corner. Managed to put another red safe. But it was certainly a mistake on the safety part.
One.
As you can see, every seat taken in the Brentwood Centre this evening to see Ronnie O'Sullivan. Guoqiang, the vast majority of the matches he would have played would have been in qualifiers in front of one man and his dog.
And sometimes not even the dog showed up.
8.
Now, how's he going to get this red away from the green? What kind of an angle does he have on the pink? Yep, he can just about play it with deep screw. And attack that red. Great effort. Terrific effort. A little unfortunate
14.
not being on the red, but he's developed the green. Chance to play a really good safety here in behind the black. Could play the double, but again it's risky.
And I'll reiterate what I said earlier. Make no mistake, Guoqiang has the game to cause an upset here. I'm not saying O'Sullivan needs to be at his sharpest, but he needs to be sharp to a certain degree.
Heart in the mouth time there for Ronnie O'Sullivan as he saw that red coming towards that right corner. But it's run safe. So, another chance for Guoqiang. The yellow not placed ideally. Oh, got cue power. Terrific shot. And they certainly enjoyed that one. And he's got a good angle on the pink or blue to try and get to the yellow. Black included. Oh, he could have done without using the rest for this very difficult yellow. But if it goes in, he becomes favourite. Yeah, good pot. Terrific pot.
He's a straight shooter, is Guoqiang. Very good cueist and full of confidence. He believes in his own abilities.
He's beaten some really good players, although, again, he's got hold of that one, hasn't he? He'd like to play this left-handed. Like Ronnie O'Sullivan. But with the rest, it's just that little bit more difficult. He needs the pink. Yeah, good pot. Just travelled a little bit too far. So I'm going to have to go in and out of balk. Ronnie would fully expect him to pot blue and pink here.
$22.
Just checking, and it just needs the pink.
An eye-opening first frame. It was a frame of two reds. O'Sullivan on 45 missed the short-range red, and in the end it was a last red to black clearance. After all of these years watching Ronnie O'Sullivan, sometimes you're never quite sure what kind of mood he's in. Sometimes it's obvious, good or bad. Sometimes he keeps you guessing. I think what happened in the first frame, the prevalence of left-handed shots, some poor safeties, suggests he might need to refocus.
Yes, well, he was in amongst the balls, wasn't he, when he missed that red to the left corner, trying to just slip by the pink. That was a good chance, an unexpected miss from him. This is the red that we're talking about. Just lack of concentration, that, not pressure, anything like that. Just lack of care on the shot.
For anyone else, the start of the season wouldn't have been bad at all. Semi-finals of the Shanghai Masters, same at the Xi'an Grand Prix, and then a run to the quarterfinals in Saudi Arabia. But this is Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's not a semi-final and quarterfinal man. He's a silverware collector.
Yeah, as you say, it's great for most other players, but he wants the trophy.
By the way, his next tournament win will be his 80th. And 41 of his victories have been in world ranking tournaments.
Well, what a shot that was. I didn't think he needed to play it, but he's played it superbly. Caught it too thin. He must be a little bit concerned, Ronnie O'Sullivan, at how he's striking the ball. And that's a let off. Now, does this red chip to the right corner, the one by the black?
One.
Even though he's stretching awkwardly, sticking with the left-hander.
Seven.
Yeah, and it favoured a right-handed player, the pink, didn't it?
Eight.
So, another chance. Unfortunate to get it. Guoqiang missed that red to the corner. Should have been him with these points. Cannot be wrong red. Played to miss that red he made contact with and go into the pack of reds.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 15.
Well, chance to try and get in behind the brown here. A good pace. Now, just got to be careful here. So easy to get the double kiss. And he's seen that problem. Doesn't want to come past the reds.
O'Sullivan ceded to the last 64 of the English Open. Not so. Her. Yeah, her Guoqiang had to come through a qualifier, did so 4-3 against Wang Yuchen of Hong Kong, making a 61 break in the decider. And that was a repeat of the scoreline when they met in the Asia Oceania qualifying school in Bangkok last year. Her Guoqiang was 3-1 down, won 4-3, and that's how he gained his place on the tour to take on giants of the game like the Rocket.
Yeah, caught it much too thick, having to just swerve round the yellow slightly. And again, it could have been worse. There is a red that will chip into that corner pocket. Thin cut. Difficult to control the cue ball, but all important that he doesn't leave the red on if he misses it. Good pot. Needs a big bounce to be on the brown.
One.
And that will do. So, Guoqiang with a good chance. That cue ball travelling on. That is okay.
He's a good scorer, even as an amateur. He made waves by making a 147 in the World Under-21 Championship of 2018.
6.
As I said in the first frame, O'Sullivan has to keep him out. If he doesn't, he could be in big trouble.
Yeah, I think Ronnie's got to start scoring, though, when he gets his chances. At the moment,
12.
he's not taking advantage of his chances. He could play for the black, but the black spot not available. It is now.
13.
A better start to report for John Higgins, one of O'Sullivan's great rivals and contemporaries, who has taken the first frame from Andrew Higginson. Frame 2 already underway.
Twenty-one. $28.
Oh, that was a good little kiss to leave himself on this red to the middle.
$29. $35. 36.
when her Guoqiang beat O'Sullivan 3-0 in the Championship League earlier this season. It was in the first group stage. Shouldn't write too much into that because O'Sullivan wasn't right. Obviously, it was right at the start of the campaign and he wasn't fully invested in the match, it seemed to me, but her made breaks of 80, 57 and 77.
43.
Well, I said right at the outset, Phil, that he didn't appear to have any fear of Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's taking the game to him. Played some good safety, forced the mistake. And certainly, so far, capitalising on it.
49.
36 the lead and enough loose reds to win the frame this visit. He's had some very good wins. Beaten the world champion, Karen Wilson.
50.
Barry Hawkins, as Phil said. Ryan Day, Simon Bafai and Mark Williams are among his victims.
Yeah, currently sits at
57.
64th in the world rankings, and that's a real achievement considering he's only got one season's points plus a few tournaments to start the new campaign. So no points at all coming off his total.
58.
He's just adding to it all the time.
Well, I like the way he gets on with it. He plays good safety and doesn't avoid the shots. Goes for his shots and plays them very confidently.
65. $66.
Yeah, and applause for frame ball. Made absolutely sure of that, rather than playing a little stun shot for the blue. In fact, he can tie Ronnie O'Sullivan.
$71.
Delightful little cannon.
Yeah, the leg grip on the cloth to avoid the pink.
And still going. Overscrewed that one again. He's certainly getting hold of the cue ball when he plays those screw shots. Good break.
Guoqiang, 78.
Winning the frame.
Very good break indeed. Ronnie O'Sullivan finds himself 2-0 down against a very confident opponent. Ronnie O'Sullivan always in the spotlight every time he plays, whether it's
It's the third frame.
right close to home, i.e. in Brentwood, or thousands of miles away. The crowds always turn up. He is the centre of attention, the ultimate box office attraction. Tonight, though, not with it yet.
1.
What about that for a shot? Right in the heart of the pocket. Not the best angle on the black to bring more reds into play, but he could force that cue ball into them. Yeah, the bend didn't happen soon enough. Needed to play it with just a touch of stun.
8.
But Joe, he's no shrinking violet, is he? He believes he should be out there competing with the very best. No imposter syndrome with him.
Yeah, we're definitely looking at the start of a future,
Guoqiang.
for sure.
8.
Well, that black close and
Guoqiang 7.
in it drops. They won't be too concerned with knocking the black in, more concerned with what is left. Because once again, safety just not good enough.
I think it's important for Guoqiang to maintain balance in his game. Obviously, don't go away from playing his normal, natural attacking shots, but not be reckless. The one thing he doesn't want to do is allow O'Sullivan to build up a head of steam.
Well, it was a very risky red he took on. Difficult to miss the reds with the cue ball. And having caught them, he was entitled to leave something on. Here, Guoqiang.
Two or three members of the audience saying, "Come on, Ronnie." Taking on a red there would have been unwise, to say the least.
That red's going close to the pocket. And that's all it is, close, but I think he's managed to cover it. So that attempted pot swerve around the red has given Guoqiang a good chance here.
Yep.
seasoned O'Sullivan watchers will know that regardless of the score, just the way things have gone, he looks to me highly susceptible to defeat.
Well, this time he didn't get enough screw on the cue ball.
One.
And that could be a let-off for Ronnie O'Sullivan. There's nothing easy here. And he'll want to keep Ronnie O'Sullivan quiet. Won't want to give him an easy chance. Well, that's a great recovery shot. Had to go in. Look where the cue ball was. What a good shot that was. Into a blind pocket as well.
And Joe, a psychological triumph, because after you've played a poor positional shot, to knock in a ball like that with so much risk attached, terrific.
No fear. That's what we said right at the very beginning. Taking the game to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Eight.
Far from being straightforward as yet. Still got that bunch of reds to contend with.
Nine. Thirteen. Fourteen.
Yeah, just a little short of pace.
18.
Needed to come another, well, 15, 16 inches. But can still get onto the black or pink from this red. Just a little bit more difficult.
Nineteen.
That's the red he was looking at to see if it would go to this right corner. And if it does go, he can nudge more reds out. Doesn't have to hit them hard, just give them a little nudge, maybe stay on the pink, black.
26.
Oh, this time no choice but to give them a nudge. Could all be on this shot. Here's the on one. It's a great split, but I don't think he's on an easy red.
32.
On one to the baulk corner.
A badly timed burst of applause there did not shatter his concentration. Maybe one really good pot away from 3-0.
And
that's a good pot. A brave pot, because again he was leaving a red on to the left corner had he missed it. What a good pot that was. And Ronnie knows now this frame is about to slip away from him. Terrific pot to the corner. But not ideal on this red. Should pot it. I would have liked to have been a little straighter. Now, can he just play a little cannon to the red above the black? Leave himself on the red to the opposite corner. Nicely played. And that should be the winning shot. Needs another red and a big colour.
What a performance of poise from a youngster, only a handful of tournaments into his second season on the professional tour.
Well, that will do nicely. Snooker's required.
I was looking at the odds for this match today, Joe. What I saw is that
56.
Guoqiang, and bear in mind, obviously a two-horse race, was available at a little over 4-1. Those odds look very generous now.
$62. 63. 70. 71.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to make a centre of where the red is and the green, the blue, on the wrong side of the pink.
77.
Playing mostly left-handed, Ronnie O'Sullivan has been left on 0. He's one frame away from defeat because Guoqiang is 3-0 up.
Thank you.
When Ronnie O'Sullivan's involved, you think a 3-0 scoreline, well, it's quite common. Yes, it is, but not for the great man to be 3-0 down. And it could be 4-0 the way that Guoqiang is performing here with aplomb.
I think he may have had a little bit of good fortune there, Ronnie O'Sullivan. He'd left the red to the baulk corner till that red came back down the table and covered it. That red doesn't go, but the other one certainly would. Not even close, and he knew he was leaving that red to the right corner.
Joey just had a shot there of the capacity crowd here. They've all come to see Ronnie O'Sullivan, and they haven't seen the real O'Sullivan yet. Not in any way, shape or form.
1.
Well, I can't blame Ronnie O'Sullivan for trying to make something happen, taking on that difficult red. He knew he was only leaving 2 reds out. But sometimes that's all you need. I need to leave an angle
5.
on a colour here to be able to open those reds up. Could be one of the baulk colours or the blue.
6.
Chose the blue, but hasn't really come far enough. It's still on, but a lot more difficult from there. Oh, that's a terrific shot. And there was no hesitation whatsoever in taking that difficult blue on.
We've seen evidence of the way he cleanly hits the ball already tonight, and that shot was made for her Guoqiang. Gets it to grip easily.
Guoqiang.
Yeah, O'Sullivan could
11.
do with an easy starter. He's got a chance at this red to the left corner. As we just look at this missed pot again from Guoqiang. But this isn't easy by any means. When you've been frozen out so long, those are very difficult shots.
1.
And the cue ball has just run on that little bit too far for comfort.
Six.
This is the O'Sullivan magic.
7.
Of course, you look at the scoreboard and he's close to defeat. But if he gets on an inspired burst, he could be 45 minutes away from winning.
Little switch to right-handed.
$11. 12.
He could go into the pack of reds, but still got another couple of reds he could play for.
$17.
And taking this red, it frees the black into the right corner.
18.
shots on the trot, right-handed. I think that's a good sign.
Just overscrewed it. So he's going to need a special one here. Yeah, good recovery. And nicely on the red to the middle.
33.
Makes it look so easy. That was a difficult shot.
34. $41. 42. 49. 50.
44 the lead. Still needs a couple of reds.
56.
Oh, and he's missed the black. He only needed that black and one more red.
Missed it left-handed, Joe.
Tried to bring that red into play near the left side cushion. So not an easy table to make the clearance from for Guoqiang. Pink safe. Red near that left side cushion. Two reds close together. Oh, he's unfortunate. He's got the cannon to the two reds, but he's not on one.
8.
And he's pushed one safe.
Guoqiang 8.
Not the most telling safety, was it?
No, his safety players let him down this evening, O'Sullivan. But this looks pretty good. Pleased to see a red go near the cushion. O'Sullivan. Well, red and a blue.
One.
And Guoqiang can only tie. But with that red close to the pocket, you would feel Sullivan's going to get his name on the board.
6. 7.
The words Ronnie O'Sullivan and whitewashed very rarely go together, and they won't this evening.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Maybe he's getting his iron. Crowd liking it.
$22. 24.
He's so mercurial, O'Sullivan. There's not one person in this arena
27.
who's dismissing his chances of victory.
31. 36. 42.
That was much more like it from the darling of the crowd here at the Brentwood Centre. A break of 56, then a mini clearance to follow. O'Sullivan's on the board.
And please keep your noise down there. Match.
Higginson was 4-0 up on O'Sullivan in the first round at the Tempodrome in Berlin. O'Sullivan came back to win 5-4, won the tournament and went on a golden run of form. So if he can come back from 4-0 down against Higginson, he can come back from 3-0 down against Guoqiang. I must say, though, Joe, I wish he would play a few more shots right-handed.
Yeah, but what a talent to be able to use both hands like that. Yeah, didn't manage to cover that red. And Guoqiang just knocked it in as though it was easy. He didn't play it as a shot to nothing. Cue ball back to the baulk cushion, but played for one of the baulk colours. Now, will he decide to try and go into the reds? Well, there is one that will go.
5.
Not an easy pack to go into from the black. Is there a plant there as well? Just had a look at it, but the balls are 2 or 3 inches apart.
Six.
And you can't hold for the plant from there, but you might be able to go into the pack of reds. Pink may go onto its spot. Yeah, great shot. Wow, what power he used to get into the pack of reds there. Oh, what a shot. Worth another look. And I think he's on that red to the left corner.
Joe, in terms of retaining accuracy when he's playing with extreme power, I think Guoqiang is already one of the very best in the world.
And can only get better.
12.
Just 23 years of age. So lots of time. And the more
13.
top players he plays, of course, the better he's going to get. Now, he could go into this pack of reds again from the blue. Well, don't think the blue will go to the middle, so got to play the green.
Sixteen. 17. 22. 23.
Again, still got a couple of reds he could play for. Doesn't need to go into the pack of reds yet, but it just depends how he's feeling.
Joe mentioned it earlier. Last
28.
season, as a rookie, he beat the likes of Barry Hawkins, Kyron Wilson, Mark Williams. But in terms of boosting
29.
your profile, there's no bigger scalp than overcoming Ronnie O'Sullivan in a world ranking event live on TV. Hit that quite gently, Joe, but even then, the side took.
Yeah, lots of left-hand side on the cue ball to leave himself nicely on this red. Now he has to leave an angle here to possibly go into the pack of reds.
35.
Preferred to leave himself low. And he's on one. He's on one to the middle or the corner.
42. Yeah.
When he gets into a position like this, he never gives the impression that he's racing, that he's becoming overly excited with what he's potentially about to achieve. Having the presence of mind to step away, having the cue ball cleaned. The task of getting over the line will not be daunting. But this next pot could be.
Yeah, that didn't go according to plan. He wanted to be straighter on this black. So a real pressure shot this, and especially with the rest. All the balls are there. He could have took the red to the right middle. too high. So shouts have come on, Ronnie. Is that cue ball going to hold up for the red?
Guoqiang,
He's
43.
covered the easy red. And a bit of luck just when he needed it. Oh, so close. So close.
1,000 people groaned simultaneously.
But look at the way he played it. Phil, look where the cue ball is. Hasn't left anything on. He could only leave the red that he was playing. It's a very clever shot he's played. Could have probably won the frame had it gone in. And that was some distance away. Now, I think that little kiss on the red there stopped the only red that would go. So forced into playing the safety again. Definitely getting the run in. Guoqiang. When he missed the black, he could so easily have left the red over the middle pocket. Yeah, great shot. And that cue ball needs to stop before the baulk line.
1.
Not ideal on the yellow. Yeah, that's a good shot. And bringing that red off the cushion certainly helps.
3.
Oh, that's not the best kiss in the world. Full ball kiss on the red. Now what? Oh, brilliant. Right in the middle of the pocket. That had to go in, otherwise it was game over.
9.
And off the black. Well, you could say it's due a little bit of luck.
For the entirety of his professional career, which is now 32 years and counting, O'Sullivan's ability to knock in that recovery blue off its spot to a baulk pocket,
15.
he's unmatched. What a shot that was.
16.
He's still got the problem of those two reds just below the pink. But if he can leave an angle on this next red just to disturb them slightly. Oh, well, he's got the angle to disturb them, but he just wanted
23.
to be a little bit straighter as we look at this brilliant blue again. Yep, another great shot. And again, not
24.
ideal on the blue or the yellow. But just knocks it in as though it's easy. Now this red next to the pink, I think it will pot to the left
29.
middle. We'll soon find out.
Ronnie O'Sullivan with a quizzical look on his face. He was 3-0 down, but he's pulled 2 frames out of the fire. Much improved over the last couple. Can he maintain that surge? The way this has gone isn't dissimilar to his defeat in the Saudi Arabia Snooker Masters. After beating Leipe Fan 5-1 and Zhang Anda 6-5, the latter from 3-0 and 5-4 down, he was 5-2 down to Si Zhou in the quarters. Played 2 lightning quick frames to make it only 5-4, but Si stood up to the pressure and made 82 in the next to get over the line with some style. You can't do it to order, but what O'Sullivan needs is a replica of the way he played in the 2017 English Open when he won it. He was nothing short of brilliant.
Well, where's this going to finish? And it could have been worse. Yes, there's a red to the middle, but difficult to get to a colour from it. Good pot. But faced with another one now. Oh, that's a super cut to the corner. And the cue ball just held up for this red to the middle.
7.
Yes, as the white was going towards that side cushion, Guoqiang was a little worried it might bounce too fiercely, but he's okay.
Well controlled with all that right hand side on the cue ball to keep it away from the cushion. And now in with a great chance. He'd like to take this red that's closest to the right corner. That would free the black into that pocket.
$13.
And he can play on that red this time round. Now, important
21.
finishes correctly on the black to be able to play for that next red.
22.
Didn't want to be straight on this black. That wasn't the best positional shot. He can still screw back and play for the red to the left of the pink. But just a little careless there.
Again, though, Joe, oodles of backspin. In fact, too much.
Yeah,
29.
he keeps doing that, doesn't he? Getting too much into it. Now he's going to need the rest. And that's why I said he needed correct position on the black. It would have been simple had he had a little angle on the black. Awkward cue in this. Close to the brown, close to the blue. Marcel, I can't. The referee just keeping a close eye on things.
As you might have noticed there, the butt of the rest was extremely close to the brown.
Oh, that's a beauty. But the kiss, not favourable. So Ronnie O'Sullivan will be coming back to the table. And it could have been so different had he finished good position on the black from such an easy red to finish straight on the black, and that's what started with the problems.
Guoqiang, 30.
I think it's a bit early to start putting the black safe. Doesn't need the black, can win with the pink and blue, O'Sullivan. Well, right through the gap.
Just making contact with the brown did a useful job for Guoqiang, holding the cue ball in bulk.
Yep, he knew as soon as he'd hit it that he was going to catch that red on the cushion. Oh, will he survive this? This is a great chance for Guoqiang.
1.
Yes, he was in to win in the previous frame. This time, he's doubly in to win.
7.
Yeah, there's nothing safe, is there? He's got the blue and pink to play with. He liked the black on its spot now, but he's pushed that safe.
8.
As I said earlier, he doesn't need the black. The pink will be enough. It's been a pretty quick match, just an hour and a half playing time. I think he's faring the worst. Well, that's not the best positional shot, you've got to say.
21.
51-point lead.
Let me quickly tell you, John Higgins, with a break of 90, has just taken a 3-1 lead over Andrew Higginson.
Nicely played, good recovery. Played it very confidently.
Not mathematically, but effectively, this is frame and match ball. Into the heart of the pocket, Joe.
Yeah, there was no nerves on that shot, was there?
28.
If he was going to miss, it would have been with the rest and that particular pink. Can't see him missing now.
29.
And in the main, he's played exceptionally well. Took the game to Ronnie O'Sullivan right from the off. His very first shot was a long shot into the corner.
And this is what he's capable of doing, much like Long Ziwang, who we saw
35.
narrowly being beaten by Mark Allen this afternoon, 4-3. It's clear that Guoqiang believes he's got
36.
the ability to be out there, performing and beating. In this case, defeating Ronnie O'Sullivan. What a scalp. As his career progression continues to be extremely positive.
And the crowd being very fair, giving him a generous round of applause
43.
for such a terrific win.
So 6 members of the top 16 will not be in the last 32.
49. $50.
Jack Jones, Tom Ford, Gary Wilson, Ding Junhui, who didn't enter the tournament, Mark Williams, and the highest profile player to be beaten so far, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
50 to frame and a half.
The green mattered not. A smile for his conqueror, Guoqiang, delighted with that, and justifiably so. I thought he was very good indeed. In front of a packed crowd, he looks entirely comfortable, entirely at home. He defeats the local favourite, the local hero, Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4-2.